What is up, everyone? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we are back with LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. We've got Episode 4, Chapter 3 for you today. This is Mos Eisley Spaceport. Free play! We're going to get that super lightsaber red brick. We're going to get that true Jedi stud requirement. And we're also going to get all 10 of those mini kits. And, of course, get those 2 good bricks that we missed in the story mode. So, hey, we're going to jump right into the old free play-age here. Of course, we're going to recommend that you use Forlom as your selected character, as he can not only hack those computer terminals for robots, but also the bounty hunters. He also has grapple, thermal detonator, all sorts of stuff, so we highly recommend him. And as soon as we start off, we're going to go ahead and take a hard right over to the far side, where we find a stormtrooper hack terminal that's going to open the door into, looks like some sort of a spa retreat here. Hopefully you brought your gift cards, because it doesn't look cheap. We're going to go ahead and use the Force on these 2 faucet handles over here, which is going to drain the tank and reveal the first of 10 mini kits. So we'll collect that. Thank you very much. Now, next up, we've got a bunch of carrots scattered throughout this big area here. We're going to get all 3 of them right now, starting with this guy right here. That was the sound of a carrot growing, in case you weren't aware. We actually have 3 of them, and then we got to round up a mini kit, which does require a little bit of extra effort too. Now, along the way, we do find a few buildable items, and they can be destroyed once we build them up. And there is a little bit of a stud hunt here too. The last couple of levels have, like right at the end, they have a bunch of studdage. So hopefully you're going to make it to that point with a bunch already in the hole, because you might lose a bunch, but we're going to farm as many as we can. And of course, we're going to keep on with the keeping on while we do it. All right, so we've got, you saw the second carrot on the left corner there. The third carrot is in the far right cubby. Now, once you get all 3 of them unearthed, we're actually going to see the mini kit spawn up behind us on that little bridgeway. That actually requires us to hack a terminal on the other side of that bridge so that we can build some sort of, I guess it's like an airlift. You'll see. And it launches us right up there. But like I said, I was trying to get as many studs. You know me. Got to get them all. But, all right, so we're up here. We got the double score zone, which is a cool feature. I like those double score zones. The mini kit's right up above us. Just a little bit out of reach yet still. And I got a little bit button happy there and did not quite complete the hack. So make sure that that red light on the panel goes to green before you walk away. You'll know you did it successfully when it pukes out those bricks. And look at that. We can go ahead and drop down below and build them up. We should be able to ride it on up to that mini kit. And that'll be 2 of the 10 mini kits officially in the bag. All right, next one is not too hard to get. And hey, quick reminder, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell as well. Only 11% of our peeps have actually clicked that bell, which is 1% higher than it was about a month ago. So clearly some notifications during our videos are helping you guys get to that notification spot where you ring that bell and, help us with our numbers as well. All right, so we've got up top here, we're going to drop down using the dark side of the Force. That's right, and inside that little hut, we're going to find mini kit number 3. Now, this next one over here is pretty crazy. There's like these respawning troopers that come out from the bottom side, but there's also a ton that respawn continuously from the top right side. I highly recommend trying to find this little spot. See how I'm over in the left corner here? But even then, these guys in the bottom left keep coming back. And, yep, I think there's one more that pops up. Basically, all 3 of these garbage cans need to have, actually, all 4 of them need to have the lids lifted, and then all of the contents removed. Once they're all on the ground, you can then stack them up into a couple of things. We got a terminal that we can hack, as well as a doorway here. So once they're both up, we'll go ahead and get our beep-boop on. And look at that, it's going to open the door, and inside we've got that red brick for the super lightsabers, which we probably won't ever use. And if we do, it'll be like in the final video that we make where we unlock all characters and red bricks. Now, that's a little trick right there. You see how I did that? It's kind of a funny angle, but you definitely want to get to the top of those stairs on the right and then use the Force to go ahead and manipulate it, because otherwise you'll get shot by all these respawning troopers. Now, notice, too, that I am a robot, and they are not messing with me. That is a nice little tip or trick that I'm going to provide for you. But you can see you can easily get stuck amongst them, too. So take me a minute to get through here. Now, you're supposed to need to hack this door, but because we are a robot, did you see it was still green? So you might need to use Forlom or somebody to hack that door open for you. I guess it wouldn't be Forlom, it would be Darth Vader. But, if it's red, make sure it's green before trying to get through. There is another way to get into this lower area. I don't think you can get up top, though, so it's important that you use that doorway. And once you get up top, you're going to have to glide across the gap and then build these little, I don't know what they are. They almost look like little speeder bikes. But we're going to go ahead and just use them to pew, 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 pew. Take out 10 of these little rats. That's right. What you think about that? Oh, look at that. My batteries are low. I bet should get some batteries in my controller. It's one thing I'm not a huge fan of the Xbox One controllers is that they have the, by default, they come with batteries. You got to put batteries in. I know you can get those rechargeable battery packs, but I never splurged and got one of those. I'm kind of anti-Microsoft with all those, things that should have come stock to begin with. Like, for example, PlayStation gives you a controller that has a internal charging, battery inside. You don't have to change it or nothing. And Xbox doesn't come that way and charges you for it. So that's kind of crazy. Anyways, we got double score zone going on here. We're stacking up lots of chips. It is some sort of a car wash, and you can see here it's like a car station, like a sales lot here. Anyways, we are going to go ahead and keep on with the keeping on. There is this giant orange wall here we can take out with a thermal detonator. I think you can go ahead and ground pound it, or butt slam, as we like to say around here. And but we go through, and look at this. Out in the middle, we're going to find ourselves a silver, I don't know what it is. It looks like some sort of a rocket or something. We'll take that down, and it reveals some bricks that we can build up into a push lever. Now, I do recommend that you spend a little time taking out the bad guys here. I do not have a specific number of how many there are, but my guess is roughly 20 to 25 stormtroopers rush you here before they finally start slowing down or stopping. Now, I recommend that because every time you try to push this lever around, you're going to get shot and miss out on your progress, and it becomes extremely frustrating. Now, in fact, it looks like maybe it's only 10 or 15 stormtroopers, so definitely take the time to take those guys out. Then we'll spin to win, and of course, we'll take some time to click that like button right now too, not only here on the YouTubes, but Facebook as well, as we do have our weekly giveaway and other good information that we post there that you owe it to yourself to check out. So the only reason I would say don't do it is if you're not on Facebook at all. All right, so you saw what we did there. We pushed that lever around. It dropped a few bricks that we could build into a grapple point. We grappled up top and grabbed that mini kit. Now, just to the right of it, we've got these 3 boxes we can go ahead and stack up on topses. And look at that, we get that mini kit up. Oh, okay, so that was a little too much excitement for a non-exciting moment there. But we got it. Now, all right, I apologize greatly for this. I honestly thought about taking this part of the video out, just like straight up editing it out, but I didn't, and let me tell you why. Essentially, we have quick links down below in the video description, so if you are in a hurry, you could simply jump to the next mini kit, which does happen to be mini kit number 7. Now, if you are not wanting to jump ahead, there are some story-based bits here, and there's tons and tons of studs. At this point during my journey, I was not sure I was going to make it to that 100,000 studs that is required for getting the true Jedi on this level. So I knew that by unearthing and building some of these bricks here that we were going to get studs for each time through. So I didn't do it all. I don't complete the build here, but I do basically most of it. And the reason is because I was unsure if we were going to get to that stud count or not. Now, full disclosure, hey, later in the level, I do find a movie theater that we can go in, and inside there, it is another double score area, and there is tons and tons of things to smash, bang, and boom. And of course, we're going to get a mini kit in there too. But I'm just telling you, we've got lots and lots of studdage left ahead. So don't feel like you need to follow suit here. If I were you, I would go ahead and use that quick link to mini kit number 7. We are kind of making our way up the pathway here. And essentially what we're trying to do is get into the cantina, because that's where the next collectible is. And let's see here. We got a handful of stormtroopers over here, and I'm going to go ahead and use my pew-pews from 4 Lom to take them all down. And unfortunately, they got a little quicker aim than me, and they took me down. It's all right, though. Now, I was a little confused. There's definitely a whole bunch of different guys here, but I wasn't sure who was bad and who was good. So I just kind of took them all out. People kept respawning, too. Did you see that? I almost feel like that might be some sort of, version of George Lucas. Is that weird for me to say that? I feel like that's like because he was kind of dressing like that during the creation of this movie, not this game. But and look, these guys keep spawning back. So basically, take out all the bad guys or all the peeps until that door opens, and then make your way inside. Once inside, I thought I was going to be able to sneak by with a robot, but that's not the case. You got to take out all 4 of the scanners. I don't know what they are. They're like some sort of light scanners. And then we should be able to progress into this double switch situation. The double switch sitch. Inside, we find the cantina. And I don't know what was going on here. I was looking for a little bit of a caramel macchiato espresso or something right there, but I had no luck. So we're going to go ahead and keep on with the keeping on. Now, if you notice, just to the right of where we came in, there is a little cubby hole. In that back cubby hole, despite that guy blocking it, there is a nice little hobbit hole that we can use to get to the other side. Once we get over there, we're going to grab that mini kit and flip both switches because it'll allow us to go ahead and get through the force field that was preventing us originally. Now, in here, we've got all sorts of good and bad guys. There's lots of seats, tables, cups that we can destroy and get studdage. Again, at this point, I was unsure that there was going to be enough studdage. In full disclosure, I actually did another kind of trial run where I play through, find most of the collectibles, and I got all the way to the final mini kit. And the final mini kit description reads, after getting mini kit number 9, go back to where you saw the movie theater and you will see a droid console. Hack the door and go inside. Destroy 4 lights under the curtains and reveal the pieces of the puzzle. Now, I literally read all the way to the point where it says hack the door and go inside. So I messed that up, and it turns out there's tons and tons of studs in there, so don't worry about it. Now, all right, we are officially on the backside of the cantina, and I have another little, a little boo-boo I have to admit, too. As it turns out, right outside the door on the left-hand side, there was a giant garbage can. If you take that garbage can down, there is a peach or a pumpkin of some sorts in there, and it's another one of those we got to find 3 items inside the can. So we already had to find carrots. Now we're looking for pumpkins or peaches, or I don't know what they are. We'll take a look. You guys be the judge. There's one right there. I do believe it is a pumpkin. And I was actually not going to get those right now. I was going to run all the way to the end, and I was going to get this mini kit on the right, but I messed it up. I started shooting stuff, and I rang out. And I didn't want to replay this whole level over again because I made that mistake, so I just changed the order on the go. So we got that first pumpkin. There is the movie theater I was talking of right there, and you can see we are getting bum rushed by a buttload of stormtroopers. But really what we're trying to do is get to that garbage can just to the left of the cinema. As you can see, it has the pumpkin we are looking for. That's right. This is the pumpkin you are looking for. Kind of funny. This is even the area that was originally in, right? Right? Oh, I know something. All right, we're going to make our way up here. The door's closed, but that's okay. We can take them down. And on the other side, we got a checkerboard path. And it's actually going to lead us right to where we came out of the cantina just a minute ago. We do have to make our way through one more doorway, I do believe. No, we got to go up. That's right. We got to go upsy, daisy, and aroundsies. All right, so we got to go through that door. And then now we're back at the cantina back door exit here. So we'll go ahead and pop that garbage can on the left-hand side, and it grows the final pumpkin. That's right. No time for pumpkin chunking. We got to go find this mini kit, which is actually directly in our path right up ahead here. So we'll go right up and back through that door, and then over to the left-hand side up high, we're going to find that mini kit. There you can see it right below our stud counter there. So we'll go ahead and double jump up top to the left. And, of course, you can pull that lever and push that down the checkerboard path, but it is not needed at this time. And I kind of realized that after I pull the switch and start my journey on that. Well, I think I blew myself up first. Nope. All right. You guys do that? You guys ever go up to pull a switch or do something like do some sort of action and then end up tossing a thermal detonator instead? Anyways, all right. So we are going to make our way back into the main area where the cinema is. Now we're going to jump up to that right area where I accidentally got that first pumpkin. And we're going to use the force on 2 little spots that's going to actually reveal a nice little walkway where we can sneak in and grab another mini kit. So here we go. We got this spot. It does require 2 people using the force, I guess. And I don't think you have to use them both. I think you only need to lift one side up, but you can see if you do the right, the mini kit is tucked in there. All right. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Now, at this point, I do have enough studs, and, you know, you cannot lose your true Jedi status once you achieve it, so that's good to know. But let's go ahead and show you where the main stud count is, just in case you did not have enough studs yet. Now, I made it in here, and like I said, I only read the description to the part where you go inside. I did not read the spot that says take out the 4 lights at the bottom. So, yeah, there was a little bit of an edit there. I don't know if you saw that, but anyways, we'll go ahead and smash the ground. Look at that. I've already got like 15,000 studs for being in here, and I didn't even clean it all up, and I still haven't even got the 4 lights up front that are important to the mini kit itself. So we'll go ahead and ground pound those. Butt slam. All right, we got that. Now we'll go ahead and use the force on the Lego puzzle to make it say Lego, and then all of a sudden it shows, well, I guess we're getting a free movie here. It's actually kind of cool. Looked like it had a shake weight. Was that a shake weight commercial? I don't know what's going on here. There's so much happening. It's so fast. It's black and white and blurry. What we got to do here is do some more ground poundage. It'll actually take out the screen, revealing that there is a little area behind there that is holding our Minikit. So look at that. I mean, definitely plenty of studdage, so I would not waste too much time like messing with that ATST and stuff earlier. And hopefully you're moving right along and tracking with us and have already skipped over that anyways. Now, tons and tons of studs. Look at that. I almost got double what. And there was still more to take down. That's the crazy thing. So now we got to just finish the level. We got the red brick. We got the true Jedi. And we got all those mini kits. So I jump up onto the wrong side. Do you guys remember the story version? How I kind of got stuck here? Like, the game shows you how the troopers launch off of those land creatures. I don't know what they are. Somebody tell me in the comments what those are so I can remember for the challenge. Because we got to come back here and get more blue mini kits, guys. And then we got to come through and play the super stories and get all movies done in a certain time frame. This is like the most repetitive required Lego game I think ever. Maybe even game ever. This is crazy. We got to play through the story 4 times, man. 4! I don't think there's any way around it. You might be able to get the super stories done while you're doing the blue challenge mini kit stuffs, but I don't know that you can do that. I mean, you got to get collectibles and beat the timer. That's going to be tricky. Now, for us, we're going to take it easy peasy. We do have plans to come back through and beat it on the challenge mode, and then, of course, we'll come back through and do the super stories, too. Now, we are getting pretty close to the end of the year, and hopefully to an official announcement of the date of Lego Skywalker Saga. We still have not got an official date. Somewhere between April and June is my guess, and I don't really have anything to go on that. It's simply based off of what I think it takes to develop a certain section of the game. Because if you guys don't know, the new Lego Skywalker Saga is pretty much complete up to the 8th movie, as far as we know. The thing is that Skywalker Studios didn't want, or Disney didn't want, a bunch of game developers having access and information to a movie that's supposed to be like one of the greatest of all times and conclude a huge storyline. So rather than allow for any chance of spoilers, they've locked it up and basically said, look, in December when the movie comes out, you guys can watch it, see what it's all about, and then you guys can make the final level. So hopefully all of the rest of the game, all the battles and all the other stuff is done, and hopefully all they need to do is the final one, and that would hopefully only take 3 to 4 months. Hopefully. Anyways, we got that super lightsabers red brick unlock. We also got that true Jedi stud requirement of 100,000 and then some. And of course, we're going to get paid for that. And once we stack up these mini kits, we'll get some cool little, I don't know. Do we get to buy these vehicles? Like once we get all 10 mini kits, is this a purchasable vehicle? Is that what's going on? Is that how we get those? We do get a gold brick for completing that, as well as a payout in studs. And of course, we also got that true Jedi, as I already mentioned. So we'll get a brick for that too. So we are almost to the halfway point on the gold bricks. Look at that. One shy, my guys. But hey, that is going to wrap it up for Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, Episode 4, Chapter 3, Mos Eisley Spaceport. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, click that like button. Don't forget to click that sub button and ring that bell as well. And of course, we got other social media for you soon. Well, website's coming back soon. Social media is available. Anyways, as always, until next time, see ya!